This is my second video on Beignet Bananas. The last one, I didn't realize that half the video was missing. Anyway, I'm going to make the bananas two ways today, and we're going to have a nice sweet sauce to go with it, flavored with banana liqueur. In here, I put all the dry ingredients first. And I don't use just plain flour, I mix it with cornstarch. Why the cornstarch? It adheres better. So if you don't have a sifter, then just use the whip for a few minutes and mix it well. It works for me. Some people dislike this method, but if it works, it works. And over here, we have the liquid, which is for the yeast. I'm making a beer yeast batter. And instead of using water, I'm heating up the beer to 110 degrees. Then I'll add the yeast. Then that's done. Separate the eggs, having the yolks going into the batter in the beginning, and then the whites whip up till fluffy, foamy, not peaky, and then we'll be all set to deep fry at 375. The thermometer reads 110, so we'll add the yeast. That part's done. Into the yeast mixture, I'm going to add light brown sugar. It'll dissolve a little bit in that nice warm beer. And the second I mix that, which, as I'm holding it, you can see it's not that hot. Actually, it's just warm. I'm going to put the egg yolks in there. Now all the dry is in that bowl over there. All the liquid is here. We're going to mix them together and let them sit for a couple of hours and see how that yeast reacts. That is mixed into the flour. And then the egg whites will be added to this. I'm going to just cover this up and let it sit. Wrap it in saran wrap and wait a couple of hours. While we're waiting for the yeast batter to work, we'll go about making the sauce. Heavy cream, dark brown sugar, and banana liqueur. That's going to cook down until it's the right consistency. The sauce just simmered for a few minutes. The sugar melted. So it's done. Look at the consistency now, and then you're going to see what it looks like after it's chilled. Okay. you don't want to reduce it too much, because then when it's cold, I mean room temperature, it's going to be a little thicker. Anyway, simple, 3 ingredients, and it is so banana-y and sweet and creamy. Okay, that takes care of the sauce. Now we're still waiting, and we're going to wait a long time until I finish this video for that yeast to do a little work. One important ingredient I forgot, because I'm in such a rush, was butter. So we'll put that butter in there and let it melt. I just let that sit an hour. I realize you don't have to let it sit long, because when I make beignet, Café du Monde, those beignet fritters, I make the dough, the yeast dough, and I roll it out. Then I freeze little squares. So that doesn't even, you don't even allow that dough to rise. So what's the difference here? It just came across my mind. So I'm going to take the egg whites and just beat them fluffy, no peak. Meanwhile, the oil's getting hot, 350, 375, excuse me. And it's hard to maintain that temperature. So, you do a few pieces of banana, you'll see the temperature drop. That's good enough. I add this to the batter. Stir it up. I smell the yeast in there. I cleaned the grease a little. Get all those nice crispy pieces out of there, which are very tasty all by themselves. Oops, I found another one. And this will take that's enough batter there. That was 2 bananas. That's enough batter there to make easily another 4 bananas. So on the recipe I'll just put down batter for 6 to 8 bananas. And you just want to turn these so both sides get brown. Nice golden brown color. Shut this off. We are done. And then I will present this. You know, when you have a little party, you want to put something out on the dessert table, so you make the small ones. And I'll show you how we're going to present that. And this is how you would present this along with your other cakes and pastries at the table, and put a little powdered sugar. And believe me, they'll have a ball. There's no one around here right now to eat this. And then you just dip it, and that's really good. Sometimes I'm happy with what I make. This time I'm beyond that. This is very good. You will love it. Enjoy.